In this video, I'll break down two hires that we did for an 8-figure healthcare cybersecurity firm. It was the first ever time hiring remotely, and across these two hires, they saved about 133K a year. And the interesting part is one of the hires is from Poland and the other is based in Brazil. So I'll walk through the roles and I'll link the testimony of the founder down below. So this client runs 24/7 cybersecurity operations for healthcare firms. They're not a random startup just throwing tasks to different VAs. They had never hired remotely before and they were super skeptical. They had a lot of questions. They wanted someone who was just genuinely good at their job, so there wasn't a loss in quality. They had two roles. One was an IT data analyst doing a lot of technical work inside of their operation. The other was a procurement manager, someone to handle the sourcing of equipment, SaaS, build quotes with vendors, and help grow their margin. They're two very different roles, and that's why we chose two different countries to source from. So let's talk about the geography of where we found these hires and how we scoped out the roles. For the IT data analyst, we went to Poland because Central and Eastern Europe has been a place where companies have been outsourcing IT specifically for 20 plus years. So the technical talent pool is really good. And for this role, the time zone wasn't a big deal. It's heads down technical work, so just a light overlap with California was totally fine. For the final hire, we found someone who had lived in London. They were familiar with the Western work exposure and the culture, and they had perfect English. For the procurement manager, we made a different call and we decided to target Brazil. The reason for this is we wanted overlap with Pacific Coast time. So we wanted someone to be in their hemisphere. We wanted someone just a few hours away so they could talk to the US vendors, build the quotes, negotiate in real time, because sometimes that goes past 5 p.m. We're all in business. We understand how that goes. So the time zone overlap actually mattered a lot. They needed to be online in the moment with the team and the vendors. And so LATAM is a great place for that. Eastern Europe wouldn't be able to do that just because they're based in California. If you're based on the East Coast, it's a lot easier to do business with Europe. People can work EST, but when it's a 9-10 hour time difference, it's a lot harder to get someone to commit to working on Pacific time. So let's talk about the numbers and the savings real quick. So both hires, they were filled in under 3 weeks. The Poland hire saved them about 63K a year versus hiring locally in the US. And the Brazil hire saved them about 70K a year. So total 133K a year. So if you've got serious technical work, and you've assumed that remote talent probably isn't for you, you're just not sure which part of the world fits the role that you need, that's exactly what we help with. We match the right talent market to what your role actually needs. We've done this over 400 plus times. The link is down below in the description. Book a call and we'll map out what makes sense for your business.